So welcome back to another Game Awards, the 2017 Game Awards. I have my Mountain Dew, I have my Doritos, I was ready to go. And to be honest with you, I was ready to be disappointed. The last few video game awards have been not so hot, I kind of thought. So I went in with very low expectations. And how was it? Surprisingly, it wasn't bad. I was so taken back. I'm like, wait, something's going to be really bad and cheesy and terrible. And nothing really turned on my cheese meter that much. And, what's even more funnier is I bought this stuff here as a Jeff Keighley meme. And now I'm stuck with this stuff. And I'm on a diet. I can't even have this stuff here. So it's too funny. But what are some highlight moments? I've written out a bunch of things because there's way too much to kind of go through. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way here. Move it kind of over. Yeah, I'm not really doing an advertisement for fucking Doritos here. But there's a few things that I was really excited to see. Okay, first of all, let's just go through some of the awards and who won and what I kind of think about that. And there is some things that I do have some gripes with the awards, but overall, and who won at times, that those, I think we all feel that. We all have our personal favorites and we're like, oh, why didn't that win? But that's not an issue. I have some issues at the end I'll mention, but best music, Nier, not a bad choice. I can kind of go with that. Best narrative, What Remains of Edith Finch. I've not played the game, so I trust them. I'm sure that was a good choice. Best action game, Wolfenstein 2, and even Kim, I can't say that. She bought her father that for Christmas. He better not be watching this right now. Here's an interesting one, because this is a brand new game. Best art direction, Cuphead won. I can't say that I was upset about the choice. Like, Cuphead is one of those kinds of indie games that you're kind of rooting for, and the art style in there was so beautiful and incredible. I was like, yeah, like I can kind of go with that. I can let that one go for sure. Here's the thing that I have a gripe with. Best RPG, Persona 5. I applaud Persona 5 winning. Yes, that's a great choice. My problem is like kind of halfway through the awards ceremony, they just kind of like say, oh, best RPG goes to Persona, blah, 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 best this and best this. And it's like, why wasn't there a presentation? I want to see, the Japanese director get up and get the award for Persona 5. Persona 5 is a game I want a lot of people to see, and they just kind of said, they just mentioned it, and then that was the end of it. So that was one of the gripes I had. Even my wife was like, why isn't Persona 5, why is there no stage presence for it? Why is it quickly mentioned? And I can't tell you the answer for that. Best family game, Mario Odyssey. That makes a lot of sense. Best new indie game, again, Cuphead. I applaud that. I completely get behind that choice. Best ongoing game, meaning games that have extensions going for them, DLC, expansion packs, downloadable content. Overwatch won that, so take that as you will. Makes sense, right? Best strategy game, Mario and Rabbids won. So there's another one for you. What's this one? Best esports player, Faker. Yeah, the reason why I kind of like, what was that? I don't really follow esports too much, so I don't know who's doing well and who's doing bad. There's a lot of people out there doing this, and so they went with Faker, and I've heard his name before. Best student game, and this is kind of an award that I really liked, and the funny thing is, the guy who stood up for the award was a lot older, and I was like, oh, is this a student game? And then he's like, talking about his entire team. I guess he's an older guy who went back to school and is creating this game, and he won. And I guess the game was called Levels Squared. I don't know too much about that one. Best performance was by Hellblade, for Hellblade the game. Best direction in a video game. And I absolutely stand behind this one. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Great direction. I mean, it's such a huge, gigantic world linked together with so many things. I mean, I couldn't even begin to understand how to direct or build a game like that. I honestly can't. I can just play it. And then came Game of the Year. And obviously, I'm going to stand behind this as well. It was my one of my games of the year. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I just was like, yes, I was so happy to see that. It was a game I really enjoyed this year, and it made a lot of sense to me. Now, talking about some highlight moments, the one thing that they did last year, they had the Doom playing going on, and kind of the orchestrated kind of thing going on. That was good, but it was for a dedicated game. This year they had an orchestra, and they played so many different games. They played Mario, they played Horizon Zero Dawn, Skyrim, Persona 5, and it was so nice to see all of them come together, and the performance was great. They even did, Mario's Odyssey song, and I was sitting there smiling. I thought it was really a lot of fun, so that was really a highlight moment. Del Toro and Kojima, seeing them both on stage, and obviously Del Toro pimping The Shape of Water. I saw The Shape of Water a month ago before its release, and let me say, it's a very incredible film. You really have to check it out, and it's so fun to see Kojima and Del Toro together. They're two geniuses on stage, and I kind of fanboy out when I see them together. And it's fun to see a lot of other big stars coming to the show. Obviously, The Rock was there promoting Jumanji. We also had Conan O'Brien there, and Andy Serkis went up to hand over an award, and Hellblade got that one as well. That was a lot of fun, but in between all this, they were doing all these exclusive game trailers, and there's been some in the past, and they've been okay at the Game Awards, but this year, I was wowed at times, and I'll start with some of the beginning ones. These ones aren't so much wow factors to begin with. World War Z, Vacation Simulator. My wife screamed because she loves Job Simulator, another virtual reality simulation type of game. She loved that. They showed Accounting Plus, and I was like, what the hell is this? My wife was like, what is this? And then they showed A Shadows Die Twice. I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And they didn't show very much, but it was enough to get you excited. In the Valley of Gods, by the creators of Firewatch, coming 2019. I don't really know much about it, but I know this much. I loved Firewatch, the narrative, compelling storyline, so my eyes are really on that to see what comes out. Obviously, Zelda the Champion's Ballad, that's released tonight. Brand new DLC, it's the second DLC patch for Breath of the Wild. Looks fascinating, looks really cool, and it looks like Link has a bike now, so fascinating stuff. Here, let me fanboy out for a second. Here we go. Fuck it. Oh, jeez, is this going to squirt all over the place? Yeah, that's all I need in the games room. I'm going to take a shot of Mountain Dew for this one. Oh my god, I haven't drank Mountain Dew for so long. Soul Calibur 6. I couldn't believe it. And you know what? It's been enough time where I was actually excited about a Soul Calibur game again. As soon as they start saying the soul still burns, I'm like, it reminded me back to when I was a younger guy and I had a friend of mine come over and he would always eat my cereal. And to take the blow off eating my cereal, to take the edge off it, because he knew I was pissed off, he'd always say, this cereal, strengthens the soul of Aaron Connell. And it just took me back to the amazing narration of Soul Calibur. And I was excited to see the characters again and hear that music again. And that was really cool. Next up was a bit anticlimactic to begin with. They showed Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch. I was like, cool, okay, we're getting that on the Switch. I've already played this on the Wii U. I've already played this in the past on other systems as well. And then Reggie comes up and he's like, do you think I'm just up here just to mention Bayonetta 1 and 2? And I'm like, what the hell is he going to talk about? Bayonetta 3 was officially announced and I was absolutely thrilled. Oh, fucking Mountain Dew's good. Jeez. It's tough being on a diet, but that's pretty good. That was amazing. Death Stranding, they showed that to another confused audience. And me and my wife were sitting there, and me and my wife, she's kind of got a cold right now, and she's laid on the couch. And as that trailer is playing, it gets more fucked up and more fucked up. all of a sudden she's standing up and she's like looking at the screen kind of going, she's saying this, she's like, what is this? What is going on? This is like a bad dream come to reality. And I'm like, this is Death Stranding. This is what this is going to be. I don't know. You know, they showed it at the Game Awards last year. It's already been another year. They're spending a lot of time developing this game, and I don't know what Kojima's got planned for it. I don't know. I can't comprehend the story. Can any of you guys? No, this is fucked up stuff. It's really weird, but intriguing as hell. Witchfire. That looked really interesting, like a first-person shooter. I can't even describe it. The graphics were out of this world. They were just out of this world, and kind of like in a medieval Dark Souls universe. And I was just watching the graphics and I was like, look at this game, man. It's incredible. What else? Dreams is coming out 2018. Get the Fuck Out is a 4-player co-op game where you kind of like, you're helping each other, going through like I'll say kind of like an alien-esque environments kind of thing. I guess that's the best way I can put it right now. And they show Metro Exodus. And what can I say? I think the Game Awards was a little long. I think they could have cut out a little bit here and there and showed the actual awards being given at times. But I wasn't unhappy, and I was completely entertained the whole way through. A lot of advertisements all the time. A lot of advertisements going on. But I understand for a brand new, like for a game show, you got to get your money from somewhere to make all this happen. And I think for me, I was just happy to see a lot of, you know, all these game companies, Sony, Nintendo, Xbox, everybody come together and kind of rally behind video games as a whole. And even I felt very honored to be a part of this great video game community that we're a part of. And I think that the Video Game Awards finally did a really good job. And, you know, it let people vote online. And I thought I was going to come in and talk about a gong show of an event like last year with that Shave Man and all the stuff that happened last year. But this wasn't too bad. This wasn't too bad. This was a step in the right direction. And I want to see video gaming grow into even more mainstream than what it is. It's become a long way since I was a kid. And if I was a kid and I'd seen that there was a, you know, like a video game awards ceremony like this, I would have been thrilled. I'd be like, wow, there's an award ceremony for my hobby, really? And I want to see it get bigger and more mainstream and taken in by the masses. I want everybody to embrace our hobby. I love the hobby of video games, and I want to see I want to see the hobby expanded even more. I love seeing Persona 5, a Japanese JRPG, shown on the big screen in all of its cutscenes and all that as the orchestra played. I thought, we've come a long way, and we have come a long way. What did you guys think about this? Was this okay? Is there some work still to be done? There's always work to be done, but I think they improved. I think they really improved from last year. I didn't have as many gripes as I have had in the past. So Jeff Keighley, you didn't do so bad this year. So anyways, guys, until next time.